Often regarded as one of the best NES games ever created, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was a revolutionary game when it was released for the NES back in 1990. Unlike most other NES games though, Punch-Out actually stands the test of time, retaining the same great gameplay from nearly 25 years ago. Each individual boxing match is a puzzle and boss battle of its own, almost a precursor idea to Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2. Even though many other NES games are nearly unplayable, Punch-Out still holds up, providing a great gameplay experience, and the game doesn't look that bad either. Unfortunately, the gameplay isn't the only thing that's held up so well over the last 20 years, as the racism in the game held up as well. Every new fighter is a new stereotypical offense to a race or nationality. Sure, it's supposed to be funny, but these things can actually hurt, especially when such broad generalizations are made. Take Von Kaiser, for example. He's the second fighter you face in the game, and he's German. The first stereotypical thing you notice about him is his mustache. You know what, Nintendo? Not every German has a huge curly mustache. Take Hitler, for example. His mustache was a square. These broad generalizations are not okay, Nintendo. His bio also says that he was a boxing teacher at the military academy. Now, Nintendo, let's get something straight. Germany was only the cause of 2 world wars, not all the wars. It is wrong to assume that all Germans attend a military academy. Nintendo continues with this offensive approach for the whole game, blatantly stereotyping every race and nationality of each character that fights. The first character you compete with is Glass Joe, who has a 1-win, 99-loss record. Guess what his nationality is? He's French. Of course, Nintendo chooses the weakest character to be French. They're too busy modeling and eating expensive food. They're in no shape for boxing. At least that's what Nintendo is implying. The champion of the minor circuit is Piston Honda. Once again, Nintendo is being blatantly racist here. Of course, the fighter is from Japan, but Nintendo needs to understand that not all Japanese people are named after cars. Only some of them are. Therefore, this generalization is offensive. After all, who wants to be named after a car? The next fighter is Don Flamenco from Spain. Of course, his last name is the name of a Spanish dance, flamenco. I hate to break this news to you, Nintendo, but not all Spanish people are involved with dancing. Just a lot of them are. Assuming that every single Spaniard is a dancer or is named after a dance is offensive. There are plenty of other wonderful Spanish pastimes, such as dancing with and then proceeding to kill a bull for the amazement of a stadium. I find the next fighter the most offensive of all. It's King Hippo from Hippo Island. This guy is huge, overweight, and ugly. Nintendo is assuming that every person from the good nation of Hippo Island is a nasty, fat failure. I'm here to tell you that this is not true. I personally know a Hippo Islander, and I can tell you with utmost certainty that he is not overweight or incredibly ugly. Nintendo needs to make amends with this good island nation. Up next is the Great Tiger from India. Surprise, surprise, he has a pet tiger. Once again, Nintendo is assuming that all Indians own tigers. Nintendo fails to admit that when they're not worshipping cows, Indians care for a variety of animals including monkeys and parrots, not just tigers. Bald Bill hails from Turkey. This character happens to have a bald, cone-shaped head. I'm here to tell all of you that not all Turkish people have a cone-shaped head. In fact, these kind of people come in a wealth of varieties, including a round-shaped head and oval-shaped head. Turkish people are just like you and me, I swear. Soda Popinski happens to be from Russia, so of course he's constantly getting drunk. Well, Nintendo, Coloradans, Washingtonians, and the Dutch aren't the only ones using pot. Russians can get high too, you know. Alcohol isn't the only drug in existence back in the motherland. Oh, and FYI, Nintendo, you can't get drunk off of soda. We much prefer vodka. After the drunken Russian collapses, Lil Mac faces off with Mr. Sandman, who is of African American descent. His opening phrase for the fight is, "Hey Mac baby, say goodnight." Nintendo, African American people have words in their repertoire other than just calling people baby. How about, "Hey Mac pal," or "Hey Mac buddy." I guess you didn't know this, Nintendo, but not all black people just say baby. The only white American in the game is Super Macho Man from Hollywood, California. He's really pissed off all the time. Contrary to popular belief, not all who live in California are pissed off all the time. That's only in Jersey. So next time you're going to do a stereotypical impression of an American, make sure to do it correctly. There's not much racism against the final boss, Mike Tyson, but Nintendo did fail to point out that he bit off someone's ear. But, as Mike Tyson would say, it's no biggie, baby. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. And don't forget to check out the website, nn64.org, where bunches of reviews, features, and more are posted.